Good morning, boys and girls. We are on page 16, lesson 3 homework. What we're going to do is we are going to make sure that we answer the question. So the first question we have here asks you to draw a model, then write the numerical expression. So make sure you are drawing a model. Right here it says the sum of 21 and 4 doubled, okay? So what I'm going to do is I am looking at the number 24, 21, and 4. And sum means to add. So I put right here an addition sign, and double means that I am multiplying times 2. So I am adding 21 and 4, and I am multiplying it times 4 because it says doubled. Okay, and if it helps you, you can color code it so you can see a little bit more clearly. I think that's what I'm going to do so you guys can see a little bit more clearly. Let me look for different colors. Green, red, purple. Okay, now they don't ask you to solve or anything. All you're doing is writing the numerical expression. So I don't need to solve for now. Okay, later on you will need to solve your answers. So right now they're not asking you to solve for anything. You are just writing down the numerical expressions. So this one says 5 times. So I'm going to write 5 times. And it says the sum. And sum means to add, right? Sum means to add. And they want you to add 7 and 23. Okay, now problem C, it says right here 2 times. So that means that I am multiplying 2 times. It says the difference. Difference means to subtract. What are you subtracting? It tells me right here 49.5 and 37.5. So I am subtracting 49.5 or 49 and 5 tenths minus 37 and 5 tenths. And that is all you have to do. You're just writing down the equation. Over here, I have the sum. Remember, sum means to add. They want you to add 3 15ths and 4 2s. So I am going to be adding 3 15ths. What does 3 15ths mean? It means that you are multiplying times 15, and then they also want you to add 4 2s. So that means that I am adding 4 2s. Maybe I should have done that in this color. 4 2s. 4 times 2. And what am I doing? I am adding them. So I'm going to make sure I add both of them together. I don't know why this is showing. There you go. Now for problem E, they want you to find the difference between 9 37s and 8 37s. So the word difference means to subtract. So I am subtracting 9 37s. So that means I'm subtracting 9 times 37 and 8 37s. So that means I'm subtracting 8 37s. So 8 minus 37. 8 times 37. 8 times 37. On this side, we have triple the sum. Remember, when you are tripling something, that means you are multiplying times 3. So 3 times. They want you to multiply the sum of 45 and 55. So 45 and 55. Okay. And that is all. You're going to turn the page. For page number 17, they want you to write the numerical expressions in words. So you're going to make it in words and then you solve. So for this one, you're actually going to solve your answer. So make sure that you have an answer to the equation. So how do you write numerical words? What you're going to do is do exactly what we did for when we were learning about word form. So right here we have 10 times. So I'm going to write 10 times. What am I multiplying it by? The sum of, right? We have an addition sign. So we're going to write the sum of of what? We have 2.5 and 13.5. So I'm writing 2.5 and 13.5. Okay? And what is the value of the expression? So now I need to solve. So over here, I'm going to solve. I have 2 times 2.5. I have 2.5. And I'm adding that with 13.5. 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. You guys see that? Bring down my decimal. 3 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 6. And bring down my 1. So I get 16.0. So 16. So they're asking me to multiply 10 times 16. What is 10 times 16? I know that 1 times 16 is equal to 16. And 16, I'm just going to add my 0, and that's going to give me 160. So that's my final answer, 160. Now I'm going to solve for problem B. For problem B, it asked me to write the numerical form or the word form, so that's what I'm going to do. Right here, I have 98 minus 78. So I want to start with either this side, 11 times, or I can do that last. I'm going to start over here. I'm going to put the difference. So right here, the difference of, and what are the two numbers we see here? 98 and 78. 98 and 78. And then what do we have here? We have times. So times 11. Now we're going to solve. So over here I have 98 minus 78. 98 minus 78, I can subtract over here. If you want to write it down, I have 98 minus 78. Okay, 8 minus 8 is 0. 9 minus 7 is 2. So I have 20. So I have 20 times 11. And to solve for 20 times 11, all I need to do is multiply 2 times 11. 2 times 11 is equal to 22. And then I add my 0 at the end. So my final answer is 220. Now, for the next equation, I have 71 plus 29. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add those two numbers together. I don't have a lot of space, so I'm going to add over here. 71 plus 29. 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. 7 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 10. So I get 100 times 26. I remember that 1 times 26 is equal to 26 and add my 2 zeros at the end. So my final answer is 2,600. Now I'm going to write my equation. Again, this one's very similar to this one. So that's what I'm going to write it as. I'm going to add. So the sum of, and we have these two numbers, 71 and 29. 71 and 29. And then you're multiplying times 26. So I'm going to write times 26. Okay? Now, for the next problem, we have 50 times 2 plus 15 times 2. So I'm going to solve for that first. I'm going to write it over here. 50 times 2. I know that 2 times 0 is equal to 0. 2 times 10 is equal to 100. So I have 100 plus 15 times 2. I know that 5 times 2 is equal to 10. 2 times 1 is equal to 2. Plus 1 is 30. So I have 100 plus 30, which gives me 130. That is going to be my final answer. Now I'm going to write my word form. I have 50 times 2, right? And earlier for the other equations, I don't know if you guys remember how it was phrased, but it was phrased as the sum of 2 15ths or 2 50s or 15 times 2, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start there. The sum of. The sum of. And then I'm going to do this one first. 50 or we can say two 50s, a 50